Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Madden 20 Ultimate Team video, and today I have some Panthers theme team gameplay for you guys. So, if you guys are excited for the gameplay, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe when notifications on so you don't miss any more of these gameplay videos. I haven't done a gameplay video in quite a long time, so we're gonna be showing off all of the brand new cards like Cam Newton, Greg Olsen, Brian Burns, Derrick Brown. We're gonna be showing off a bunch of brand new cards in this gameplay. Now I do plan to get a 2K episode out. You might have seen that before this, I'm not sure, but within like the next week I plan on getting like a couple Browns team gameplays, maybe another Panthers team gameplay after this, and another couple 2K videos out, because as of now, not a lot of content, so I really want to start grinding out a lot of gameplays because I know those are what you guys really love to see. So I'm gonna continue to grind those out. But yeah, this is the team, guys. And now we are gonna go ahead and get right on into the gameplay. Alright guys, so what happened was I was just playing the game, right, and I found out that I wasn't recording, but I managed to save the game to my PS4, so I will just explain what I was thinking throughout the whole gameplay right now. It was a really good game for me. The dude I was playing was pretty annoying. I'll talk about that more later in the vid, but I'm just gonna talk about my strategy throughout the game, and I'm just gonna talk about what I pretty much said, because I realized I wasn't recording halfway through it, which is pretty annoying, but and I accidentally just backed out of it. Alright guys, we are back to the video clip. Now I do just want to talk about what my mindset was throughout the game, and I just want to talk about what I did throughout the game, and kind of just like a post-commentary gameplay, I guess. And I will obviously make cuts for parts that don't matter. I accidentally keep pressing a button on my controller, which we can get rid of now. But right here on the kickoff, this is where I kind of just immediately knew that this dude was going to be either a sweat or just someone trying to be a sweat. He kicked off to Alex Armar, our fullback, and he says no money spent, but I'm not sure. He might have been no money spent, which is cool for him, but he kind of just ran the most boring offense possible in head-to-head seasons. Right on first down, I tried to start off with a stretch to Christian McCaffrey, but I don't believe we went. Actually, we got a first down right here. I forgot. Yeah, that was a little nice run for Christian McCaffrey. It was the previous game before this one. I tried recording a gameplay, but it didn't go well, where we kind of just got like absolutely destroyed on offense. But Christian McCaffrey, nice little run right there on first down. Just trying to kind of get the tone going of the game, just trying to get the pace rolling, trying to set up the pass with the run, because maybe he'll think I'm gonna run a lot. And right here, I believe I threw it to DJ Moore, or no, I got sacked right here. No, this is the play where I did throw it away with Cam Newton, because I thought he was gonna sack me, but he switched on, didn't sack me. I ended up trying to throw it to DJ Moore, but I kind of just threw it out of bounds. But right here, I remember I was trying to motion out Christian McCaffrey, but he wouldn't motion out for some reason right here. I'm not exactly sure about all these plays, so I don't remember everything from the game. I remember things that happened like a couple minutes ago, because they just happened a couple minutes ago when I was recording this. But right there, DJ Moore was out of bounds, so we did not get that. And on third down, I believe we just ran this verticals play. We tried to motion out Robbie Anderson and get him open, beat the corner on the wheel route, but that didn't really work, and I think we kind of just got sacked or threw it away. No, we got really close to the first down with Cam Newton running the ball, but we did not quite get there. So I believe we went for it, and I believe we actually got this right here with a little slant to DJ Moore. This dude took a long time to pick his plays, strangely. I'm not quite sure what he was doing, but I believe we just ran a slant to DJ Moore and managed to get that off. He was blitzing really hard at this point, so I'm like, I just got to get the pass off to DJ Moore on a quick slant. It should be pretty easy, and we just threw it. Got the first down, possession caught it. I probably could have maybe gone for a touchdown if I didn't possession caught it. Catch it, I mean. But I was just kind of thinking, I gotta get this first down, so that's what I did. Right here, I think I got sacked. I'm not exactly sure. This dude sacked me a lot just because he blitzed a lot throughout the whole game. But still, I mean, I believe we got sacked in this play, or maybe we hit Greg Olsen on the little underneath route. But we'll see what happened right here. It looks like, yeah, we got sacked by Kevin Green. I think I was trying to throw to Robbie Anderson on the corner route right there, but we did get sacked. So yeah, we'll see what else we got right here. I haven't played Madden in a while, so I was kind of just going off of just kind of some random plays. I was also looking. I was obviously knowing what I'm doing, but I kind of was going off of what Madden suggested a lot of the game. Right here, I believe I tried to run with Cam, but Julius Peppers just had 99 speed and somehow caught me. Yep, and 3rd and 23. I believe this drive was not a very good drive for me. I think right here We tried to throw it to Curtis Samuel, but it just wasn't open. So I believe we punted him the ball on this next possession. Yep, it's to Curtis Samuel, but somehow Dante Jackson, I believe that is, got in the way and made him drop it somehow. Traitor Dante Jackson, thought he was part of the Panthers, man. But yeah, we punted the ball to him right here. I don't believe he did anything. He did nothing on offense the entire game. He was not very good at all. But I tried to pin that punt on the 1, but Charles Tillman just could not get there to get it in time. He's going to start at the 20 on this drive, and most of the drive, I kind of was just running this run stopping play that I know, outside linebacker strike 2. It works really well. It's at a 3-4 even. It's really good at stopping the run. And as soon as this dude came out on offense, I was like, dang, this is going to be an annoying game. But we still ended up playing really well. So right here, I'm setting on my defense, quarterback spying Gerald McCoy, and we're watching this. Right here, he just runs the ball to Eric Dickerson, and this is why I love this formation. We're just there to stop the run, and that's a loss of -1. Now, I don't know if they changed Eric Dickerson, and I don't know if he loses his X factor, if he's behind the line of scrimmage or not anymore, but I swear I tackled him behind the line of scrimmage there. I don't know if they changed that, because obviously I know it runs out after 5 plays, but I don't know if they changed that or not. So he still had it activated right here, and once again, he was coming out in this formation. I forgot what it's called, but I recognize this. It's bench is out of this formation where he's running corner routes and stuff. And as you guys will see, this is going to be a very familiar formation throughout the whole video. He throws a corner route, but he was not in bounds. A rollout corner right here. I am complaining about the rollout corner just because that's all this dude did all game was rollout corners, beaters, and stretches. Now what I learned throughout the game is whatever side he motioned his running back to was the side he ran the corner route to. So as you guys see, Eric Dickerson moved to the right. He's going to throw the corner route on the right here, and then he did it on the last play. He moved Eric Dickerson to the left, and he threw the corner route to the left, but I just wasn't there with Gerald McCoy because obviously I was trying to set the quarterback spy, and didn't quite work out. He kind of just threw it to his underneath route, overthrew it with Andrew Luck. So he ended up punting to me on this return. I don't believe DJ Moore did anything crazy, maybe like a 10-yard return. I really wanted to get a really nice return with DJ Moore, as I do in most of my games, but I just couldn't quite get it here. Got tackled by 24, who I'm not sure that is. Coming out on offense right here, offensively, I wasn't really doing much until the second half of this game. That's when I really started turning up, but he really wasn't doing anything on the offensive side of the ball the entire game. You'll see later in the game once you see his score. But right here, I was just trying to find a DJ Moore on the crosser, but nothing was really open, so we once again got sacked. This dude got to the quarterback like crazy this game, so it was a little bit annoying, but once again, we played really well. Other than that, the sacks is what really got us, and this dude just kept blitzing all game, so I tried to block as many people as I could, but sometimes Christian McCaffrey or Greg Olsen just would miss their block. But right here, I believe we hit DJ Moore in the underneath route, yep, and somehow Ryan Shazier got that tackle. I remember I was getting pretty frustrated at this point because I just couldn't do anything on offense. But I kept playing the game out, kept a good mindset, and I tried to keep myself happy right here, coming out in a little bit of 5-wide action. I believe I hit Christian McCaffrey on the deep out route right here. I believe it was a pretty nice route. Took us to 4th and 6, I believe. Yep, Christian McCaffrey was open on the deep out. We just dotted that up to Christian McCaffrey right there. And 4th down, I'm not going to punt when I'm recording gameplays for you guys, because unless it's like a 4th and 20, I'm most likely not going to punt, just because I feel like I can get it if it's like a 4th and 6, and I know it's more entertaining if I go for it. Right here, I was thinking, hey, I'm gonna try and throw a slant to DJ Moore. I know that's gonna work maybe, and I don't know if I got this right here. I don't exactly remember. I feel like I got sacked, but oh, this was the end of the quarter. My bad. Yeah, I forgot. I was picking a play and it was the end of the quarter. I think I ended up going with his verticals X cross play, which I ended up running. I tried to motion out Robbie Anderson, but I think he was motioned out as far as he can go. I don't really know how all motions work. I know I can motion players obviously around the line, but I'm not sure their limit to motioning. So right here, I believe I hit Ian Thomas on the wheel route for the first down. Yep, I hit Ian Thomas right here for the easy first down. The 85 overall theme builder 2.0 tight end. Been pretty decent for me honestly when I need him. He's caught the ball, so not like a bad tight end 3 for a budget squad, I guess. But right here, I was trying to get the run game going with Christian McCaffrey, but counter was just not the move. Absolutely blown up by Julius Peppers, and at this point, I was thinking the run game's not going to work, so I'm like, hey, I'll test the run game one more time on a little bit of an RPO stretch and see if it's going to work or not, and if it doesn't, then I won't run the ball for a while. And Christian McCaffrey just managed to get the outside. His user made a bad play right there, and we ended up getting the first down and a gain of like 11. So at this point, I'm kind of thinking, I wanna pass the ball, I wanna take a shot, I wanna score. And then I see he's sending, what is that, 7 or 8 right here, and I'm like, I think I can get this guy manned up on DJ Moore, and I think I can beat him, because I'm pretty sure his user's on DJ Moore, and I'm like, DJ Moore is gonna beat him. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna motion over Greg Olsen, I'm gonna block him, and I think DJ Moore's gonna beat him deep. So he's on DJ Moore with Darnell Savage right there, and I try and throw to Robbie Anderson because I thought it was open, but the corner just jumped it. He didn't quite pick it off because he was out of bounds, so I got lucky twice there with the him not picking it off, and I really want to hit DJ Moore, but he just wasn't quite open. Right here, I specifically put 2 backs in the backfield because I knew he was going to be blitzing like crazy. Right here, I was, I believe, trying to hit DJ Moore on the corner route, yes, and Robbie Anderson on the underneath route, the drag. So I was mainly looking for DJ Moore, which I did make that throw, but I remember I was so mad at this point. I wouldn't say so mad, I was getting really frustrated at this point because Cam Newton makes absolutely one of the worst throws I've ever seen directly at the defender. Coming out here on offense, he comes out in I form. I'm like, this dude's just gonna be running stretch the entire time with Eric Dickerson, isn't he? And he comes out, he starts with the stretch, he cuts it up the middle, but we are there for the stop. He gets a gain of about 8, and I'm like, dang, bro, this dude's just gonna run stretch the whole time. So I'm coming out in my run D once again. We're looking to get a stop on this dude. It looks like he's just gonna be stretching it again. He runs to the right side, but we are there with Night Train Lane. Night Train Lane has been so clutch for me. It's been a great run stuffing corner and great in coverage as well. So we've been able to stop the stretch this entire game. Throughout the whole game, I was kind of ranting about how the game is just not fun anymore because people do the same thing. Now this is a perfect example. Dude just running rollout corners, beaters, and stretch the entire game. It's not fun to play against, and it's hard to record fun gameplay against. But I thought, hey, might as well show. Probably one of my best games of the year. I played really well in this game, and this dude obviously wasn't the best player in the world, but I played really well against it. I feel like he threw it away there on 3rd and 7, so I'm like 4th and 7, he's gonna go for it obviously because this dude doesn't seem like he's the smartest decision maker when it comes to the game, and I'm like, he's probably gonna run the corner route, so I think I'm just gonna see if he's gonna punt. I'm gonna wait to see if he's gonna punt. I'm waiting to see, obviously, in the bottom right corner because it'll say his formation and stuff and what he's gonna punt out of, and he's coming out gun tight offset tight end. To be honest, I don't know what that formation is. It might be the formation that we've been seeing all game, and it is, yeah. So it's gun tight offset tight end is what he's been running. So right here, I was just looking to pick off the corner out. I was expecting Eric Dickerson, but he did motion of Brashard Perriman, which confused me a little bit, but I was still expecting the corner out, and what do you know, it was there, and he threw it out of bounds, threw it away in the end zone inside the pocket, so it's like, hey, that's an intentional grounding in the end zone. So we ended up getting a safety out of that. A little bit lucky, but the dude did throw it away in the end zone inside the pocket, so not much you can really do there, and we ended up getting the punt. Not the best return for me. I had Christian McCaffrey. I really wanted DJ Moore back there, so maybe I could do some, but not the best return for me. I tried to kind of get around the guy. But going into the 2-minute warning, I believe I scored on this drive. I believe I did. Yeah. So we'll see what I did. I don't exactly remember once again. I'll probably remember maybe the 4th quarter, but that's really it. I remember right here, I believe, yeah, I was just stretching the ball. Once again, trying to get the run game going, and stretch is really the only way. Now, I know I might sound a little hypocritical for running stretch and being like, hey, people only run stretch, but the way I view it, I don't run stretch every play. I pass a lot more, and you could be like, hey, well, he's running rollout corners, but, like, the way I think of it is just trying to, like, actually, play an NFL offense. Like in real life, you couldn't run rollout corners and stretch every play because defenses would easily be able to get that. So I just think playing the game unrealistically and just with the meta is kind of annoying. Right here we do a little bit of a screen to Christian McCaffrey, which gained us a lot of yards for sure. I tried to juke out Von Bell, but not quite. He just kind of went tumbling. Now it's about 1:20 left in the half, I should say, and I'm just hoping for a field goal at this point, take a 5-point lead, which would be a really weird score going into half. But I believe right here we had a really nice play to I don't remember who it was. I think we had a really nice play right here to someone, or we got sacked. It was either or. We had a really nice play to someone. I think it might have been, oh yeah, it was a sack. I thought this was the play where we had a really nice play, but this dude was getting absolutely the most sacks ever. So right here, 2nd and 19, I believe this play we did something. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think right here was, yeah, we streaked DJ Moore. I was talking about how this dude's just been blitzing and manning up on DJ Moore the entire game. So I'm like, hey, I can definitely beat him right here with the streak. And I'm like, DJ Moore, burn him. And he burned him. We threw it up, and we got the touchdown with DJ Moore. We possession caught in the back of the end zone. This dude tried to jump it, but that is a touchdown for DJ Moore, and we scored with 28 seconds left. We take a 9-0 lead, giving him the ball with about 30 seconds left in the half. I was feeling pretty confident at this point. I'm like, hey, going into the second half, I have a 9-point lead. This dude has not been able to do anything on offense. I think I can win this game. Now, obviously, we kicked him off the ball. Now, I'm probably just going to skip this because he really didn't do much the rest of the half, so I'll come back to you guys sorry about my voice, I don't know what's up right now. I'll come back to you guys when we get into the second half. Alright guys, we are going into the second half. As you guys can see, I'm just kicking off with Olsen right there. Pretty much so what he did is he tried throwing two posts down the middle, both were incomplete, and then he threw it underneath. Forgot that it was the end of the first half and the clock ran out. But coming out on defense, I've kind of just been running this outside linebacker strike 2 the entire game, because I don't want him to run the ball all over me. And it's decent in coverage, and I feel like my users are good enough to help out with this. But right here, he comes out in formation. He really didn't come out in all game. I was pretty surprised because normally he would just come out in formation like corner routes or a stretch. I formation. Jesus, I can't speak. But right here, he motions over Brashard Perriman, and I'm kind of expecting a corner out, which he kind of just threw a post, and he threw it away right there, looking for the out route probably, or the just streak up the middle, but really didn't get anything going right there. So we'll see what he does here. I was coming on a little dime 146 right here, thinking, hey, maybe get a little more pressure with the corner on the left side, and we didn't really end up doing that. DJ Chark motioned over it, ended up blocking him. So this dude seemed like he knew what he was doing, but he wasn't very good. Right there, I messed up my user because I expected him to throw the in route, which he had going over the middle, but he ended up throwing the crosser to John Brown, which I need to pick up Jim Brown for the Browns team as still. But yeah, John Brown on the crosser. That was his first real big play on offense the entire game. Now we came out dime 146 again, and this was my last time the entire game because it wasn't really working. I wasn't getting enough pressure for me to run dime 146. Right here, he just kind of throws it up to the guy, and no, he throws it to the guy on the left. Somehow we don't get this pick with Trey Bonson just because we kind of collide there. It shouldn't have been a pass interference, honestly, but not that big a deal. Right, again, we come out in the outside linebacker strike 2 in 34 even. Been working great for me all game. I just kind of been running it because right here he does come out in I form, so I'm like, hey, he's gonna run the ball. It's quite obvious, and he actually doesn't run the ball. So he dumps it off to Christian McCoy. I completely forgot about the play. I thought for sure he was gonna be running the ball that play, and he didn't end up. So I'm glad I didn't. I was thinking about run committing in real life in that game, so glad I didn't end up doing that. But coming out on 3rd and 7, I don't exactly remember what happened here. I remember the third quarter was definitely the longest quarter of the game. He spent a lot of the game just kind of running and calling timeouts and stuff, getting it out of bounds. Right there, calls a timeout. A little bit weird. I mean, probably chose the wrong play, so I mean, I can't fault him for that, but a little bit weird. So coming out here on 3rd and 7, we are once again coming out in our favorite defense. Looks like right here he's going to run verticals and motions out Eric Dickerson, so he's in 5 wide. I'm like, hey, I think we can get some pressure here, which is definitely on Connie and Kevin Green. So I'm like, alright, we're hopefully going to get that, and we're going to rely on them. But then he ends up flipping the play and sending Dickerson back in the backfield. I'm like, oh, okay, we're not going to get pressure then. And I was a little worried about John Brown burning my man deep on the sideline at Night Train lane, but he ended up motioning him over for him to block. He's looking at that crosser corner for sure, and we were almost not there because I messed up with Byron Jones switching on, but thankfully he dropped it. I remember in the moment I was telling myself I need to not do that anymore, so I'm probably not going to be switching on as much. Right here, 4th and 7, I did end up picking the wrong play, but we just switched to a cover 3 sky on the defense, and we were hoping that he wasn't going to run any burners deep, so we just switched to a cover 3 sky, and we ran a very similar defense into what I run out of the 3-4 even outside linebacker strike. He motions over Dickerson. I'm like, hey, I think this guy's going to be running a wheel route outside by Brashard Perriman, and I was expecting him to throw it to the tight end over the middle, and he did, and we ended up tipping that, and Night Train Lane gets the pick. In the moment, I was like, hey, I'm kind of mad that happened, but later in the game, Night Train Lane does get activated because of this, so I mean, kind of helped because he didn't really throw to his side for the rest of the game. So, really nice right here. Coming out on offense right here, I was not sure what this formation was. I accidentally picked it, so I'm like, hey, I'm just going to run some slants. Hopefully we can find some open with DJ Moore or Robbie Anderson on the slants. We block a Greg Olsen as well. And right here, a little bit not sure, so I just run with Cam Newton. I take my first down, slide, take the first down, gain of 11. Cam Newton's been such a good quarterback for me. He's missed a few throws, but he's really good. He's like fast and big. He really doesn't fumble that much, so he's been really nice. Right here, we just try and run the ball to Christian McCaffrey. We get a nice big hole. We duke out his man, and this is the touchdown right here. We absolutely swerve Von Bell. He's trying to stay back so he gets a tackle, but we just kind of swerve next to him so he doesn't get us, and that is a touchdown for Christian McCaffrey. Now, it was telling us to go for 2, and I really wasn't paying too much attention, so I picked to go for 2. I had to waste a timeout here, but it really didn't matter. I was up by 15 at that point, so I just called timeout. I ended up kicking the Pat because I'm like, hey, I don't think I need to go for 2. I don't need to rub it in this guy's face, even though I'm not exactly the biggest fan of him. I'm not going to rub it in his face. I'm just going to take my field goal and go up by 16, so that's pretty much what I did. So I'll see you guys back when I am kicking it off to him. Alright guys, back on the kickoff. We are kicking it off to him right here with Olsen O'Mara, obviously. My opinion, the best kicker in the game. He's missed like 1 field goal for me. He's really good. But I believe that's Dante Jackson, or maybe it's a Dory Jackson back there. One of those two. I believe a Dory Jackson actually, because he wears 25. But as you guys can see, Night Train Lane is now activated because of that pick we got. So he didn't really test Night Train Lane the rest of the game, which was really nice. And he only ended up throwing to one side of the field, which was Byron Jones, who was also locked down. So it was really nice the rest of the game. Now, he really doesn't do much on offense. I want to talk about the picking up of the golden tickets. Now, obviously, we got Reggie White this past week, and golden tickets are very expensive. I don't know if you guys know that, but they are very, very expensive. So I don't think I'm gonna pick up the golden tickets. I remember someone commented, I believe it was before the first week of golden tickets, so probably about a month ago now, asking if I was gonna pick up the golden tickets. I'm like, yeah. I'm gonna pick up the golden tickets. I'm expecting Kelvin Benjamin like 500k, Reggie White like 1,000,000 coins. I'm expecting these guys to be expensive, right? And I'm like, hey, it's okay. I'll be able to make the coins back, and I can just go ahead and buy these golden tickets for the 501 million coins, and maybe 2 million for RG3, right? And I'm like, hey, alright, it's fine. I'll be able to pick these cards up. But now the fact that Kelvin Benjamin, the guy I expect to be 500k, is 2.4 million coins, just absolutely insane to me. As we get the pick there from Luke Kuechly, he ended up being activated as well because of that with his X Factor. So that was nice right there. But I'm sorry to everyone that I told I was gonna get the golden tickets. I cannot afford them. My coins are down a little bit right now. I made an investment. I'm just waiting for the price of the card to go up. I also sold my Myles Garrett, expecting his Redux to be down in price, but he actually went up in price, which is a little weird. So I'm gonna lose a little bit of coins right there, but it is whatever. Hopefully the investment pays off, as I made a dumb throw right there. Another bailout with the interception. But once again, like I said, sorry about not being able to pick up the golden tickets. Now I am probably gonna pick up Jim Brown pretty soon. He's like 200k. So once I end up selling off my my investment in a couple of the cards I have, I'll probably be up like 200k, so I'll probably just spend that 200k on the Jim Brown and we'll be set there. And I do want to get some Jim Brown gameplay out, but I'm probably gonna wait till I buy Jim Brown and get Myles Garrett to do gameplay. And right here, I thought I ran that play multiple times over and over because I thought I had him beat on the wheel route on the edge. So this part's probably not that good for me. I thought I had Curtis Samuel beating him over the top. But yeah, like I said, I want to get a Browns team gameplay once I get Myles Garrett back and once I end up buying Jim Brown. As you see there, incompletion. But I want to pick up those guys. I want to get a gameplay going with the Browns team. And I also want to get another 2K episode, probably out either tomorrow or later tonight. Probably not later tonight. Probably tomorrow is when you're going to see another 2K episode. So, yeah, guys, that's all I really wanted to talk about. So, we'll see other stuff that happens in this gameplay. Yeah, I did end up getting sacked right there by him. He had a lot of sacks in this game. Props to him. He put pressure on me by just blitzing 7 or 8 every play, which is a little annoying, but as you guys can see right here, I was running the same play over and over again. I was really trying to get Curtis Samuel or Robbie Anderson open because he was using Darnell Savage. So I'm like, hey, Robbie Anderson's going to be open. He just gets a direct line to the quarterback with Julius Peppers because people don't know how to block. But, and I was like, hey, I'll just punt. 4th and 33, end of the third. I got a 16-point lead. I don't really need to go for this, so I'm just going to punt it. I didn't want to be stupid, so we punted it off to him. He really didn't do much. I believe he fair caught this. Actually, he didn't. We just were there with, I believe that's Brian Burns. So, nice little stop on the punt. 43 seconds left in the third. This quarter was by far the longest quarter of them all. It felt like it went on forever for sure. But Luke Kuechly and Night Train Lane were both activated now. I was really excited for that. So, right here, we were just kind of expecting the corner route. Now, he did go to the left side, so I'm like, hey, he's just going to be running corner route to the left side. So I switch on to Tahir Whitehead. Even though Luke Kuechly was activated, I'm like, hey, it's going to be a corner route to the left side, so I was expecting that. Right to John Brown, so I'm like, hey, watch out for the corner out, and I was right, it is a corner out, and he just kind of throws the underneath, which Byron Jones ends up swatting, which was really nice. His Andrew Luck, I'm surprised he was using Andrew Luck. I believe he only has a 92, so powered up to a 93, so Andrew Luck's cards aren't that good anymore, but this dude, he seemed like he'd be good with better cards, but he just wasn't a good decision maker. Right here, I expected the corner out to the right side to do the chart because he obviously motioned Dickerson to the right. So I'm like, hey, he's just gonna run the corner out to the right this time. He motions over CeeDee Lamb, and I was expecting the corner out to the right, but he ended up doing it to the left, and he actually didn't end up getting off the corner out. We get there with Kevin Green and Jadeveon Clowney, I believe our first sack of the game, which is absolutely crazy. And on 3rd and 22, we're coming out in the run-stopping defense because I've kind of expected him to run it here, but it looks like he ran a corner out here. I don't exactly remember, but once again, his game plan was so dry and it was so easy to predict that, like, I don't know. We got the pick right there for Tahir Whitehead. Yeah, this is the pick 6 from Tahir Whitehead. His first real big play as a Panther, and hopefully he does something like this in real life. But we ended up getting the sack, not the sack, the interception returned for a touchdown with Tahir Whitehead right here, and the game is going to come to a close pretty soon. Going into the 4th, we got a 23-point lead. Playing really well. Absolutely destroyed this guy. He wasn't the best player in the world. He just kind of did the same thing over and over again. It was really easy to predict, but I feel like I played really well right here. I feel like I played probably one of those most smart games of Madden I've ever played, because obviously I'm not the best player in the world. I just recently started playing Madden again. I hadn't played Madden since 18 consistently, and I never really played online because I wasn't really into that. So this is the first year that I probably play not consistently. The most I've ever played online was this year for sure. So yeah, obviously I think I'm improving. I think I'm getting better. I think I'm starting to understand how Madden works, and I think next year I might start doing weekly league again if I'm able to handle it. But right here, coming out on 1st down, this dude's coming out on some 5 wide, so I'm like, hey, maybe we can get a pick right here. I think this is a play where you just kind of threw it up to Eric Dickerson. He did motion over George Kittle, so to block, and I believe, yep, he just threw it up to Eric Dickerson. We ended up getting the pick with Trey Boston right here. Nice little pick by him and like 4 dudes around him, and this is where he did quit out the game. Now, I guess props to my opponent for staying this long. I thought he would quit in like the 2nd quarter when I had the 9-point lead, but he ended up quitting when we did have the 23-point lead. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure to drop a like down below, subscribe when notifications on, make sure to leave a comment so I still have the video get out there, and go check out all my socials in the description if you want to go further. Well, Jesus, I can't speak. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be a video. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure to drop a like down below, subscribe when notifications on, make sure to leave a comment so I always do up the video get out there, and go check out all my socials in the description. We got Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, and go check out my Streamlabs in the description if you want to go further than subscribe. You can donate there. But yeah, I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace out. Oh, and sorry for the length of the video. I know it's pretty long.